Did a special program on what was wrong with home video. One of the things we hated the most was the way video cassettes chopped the sides off of widescreen movies.
Yogi!
It's a perfect strike. The ump was right.
If they don't just chop down the middle, they use a process Gene mentioned called panning and scanning, where they pan back and forth across a widescreen picture in an attempt to always be showing the most interesting thing. And after a while, you do get seasick. You need a barf bag, and you miss the good stuff. This program was the first time on television that the letterboxing approach was explained and defended. We were in favor of showing the entire widescreen image by centering it on a TV screen.
Now let's focus on the part that people are still going to resist long after this show is played, which is, I don't want to see that black at the top and black at the bottom. Well, if the image is mesmerizing, as it is in the case of Blade Runner, you're not looking at the black and bottom.
That's right.
You're looking right through the center of your screen.
Letterboxing seems to have caught on since that program, and a lot of serious movie fans will no longer accept the old panned and scanned, chopped and sliced and diced home video images. They want to see the entire widescreen image, and the video companies are doing good business by respecting the way widescreen movies were originally photographed. On this segment, we want to talk about how to arrive at the best possible picture on your home television set, and let's start out with a basic definition of terms. This, you've seen it before, is a VHS video cassette,
Thanks,
which
Raj.
has become the international standard for home video viewing. And this is a LaserDisc, which represents the next generation for home video fans. You can think of a LaserDisc as sort of a great big compact disc that plays pictures as well as sound. The difference between this and this is that a LaserDisc delivers a much better video picture, 60% better, and sound that can be as good or better as many movie theaters. But still better television pictures lurk just beyond the horizon. Television. It may come in many sizes, but one thing remains the same. We still watch television on a system invented 50 years ago, but that's about to change. A revolution is underway in how our television pictures are created. Every image we see on a TV screen is made up of lines of electronic information. If you could see it up close, you notice lines of black in between the colors. With a new system called Improved Definition Television, or IDTV, which is now on sale, those lines of black are filled in with picture information to make the picture sharper and more realistic. An even bigger change will take place in 5 to 10 years with the advent of high-definition television. High-def will be a completely new system for broadcasting television pictures. It will mean screens change their shape to become more like a movie theater screen, and they will contain twice or 3 times as much information. Their images might look like this. These are some of the first pictures shot for a new television system being worked on by an American research team led by RCA and the David Sarnoff Research Labs. If you had the widescreen television of the future, this incredibly sharp video would fill the screen.
HDTV is something that is going to be with us probably in 3 to 5 years, primarily for in-home use.
While we're waiting for high-def TV, there are already good ways to improve the pictures you see on your screens at home. The best way is LaserVision, playing LaserDiscs on your television instead of VHS tapes, and Bob Griesbaum is a Chicago businessman who's one of Laser's biggest boosters.
Today you have incredibly good equipment, incredibly good discs, capable of giving you a very good picture on your home entertainment system, extremely realistic sound for sound effects, extremely realistic music.
Take a look at the new Laser and VHS releases of Rain Man. They're running side by side here, and you can see the laser picture is sharper, the colors are more solid than those on the videotape.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You gotta love this town.
Another feature on many laser discs and some videotapes is called letterboxing. We've talked a lot about letterboxing on the show, the process by which the widescreen movie is put in the middle of a TV screen and there's a black pad at the top and down at the bottom. Well, some people don't like that because they want their entire screen to be covered with a video image. But as you can see with a larger set, and this is a 50-inch set here, the picture that you get in the middle is so big that it doesn't make any difference what you're missing. And the trade-off is you see the entire width of the original movie, like Ghostbusters here, the way the director originally made it.
Wow, this place is great.
In this scene, we keep losing one of the Ghostbusters when it's not letterboxed.
I'm gonna get my stuff.
And this scene loses a lot of the impact of its widescreen special effects when it's not letterboxed. When you combine a LaserDisc player with the newest and 5-speaker surround sound systems, you really bring the movies home.
Dolby Pro Logic surround sound system was something that was previously only available to theaters. It's now available for the average person to develop a system so that he can have 5 speakers, and one of the 5 speakers can be positioned near the center of the front of the room, either over his TV or under his TV, or actually use a TV speaker in some cases, so that it approximates the speaker that would be behind the screen in a theater for the dialogue.
And Bob is right when he's talking about sound. I happen to be an opera fan, and I love opera on LaserDisc, and the sound is so much better than it is on videotape, where it really gets muddy and fuzzy sometimes.
I think a lot of people are wary of LaserDisc because they think it's just going to be a momentary fad, and then that HD TV is around the corner. I think HD TV is, best guess, at least 7 to 10 years away from being in the home. I think you will not be wasting your money to invest $600 in a LaserDisc player, because the quality is so much better that every time we mention a cassette on this show or on our regular show, I feel like people are getting cheated in a way because they're not buying a LaserDisc, and so they're not getting the sound. If you want to get the Mighty Quinn, hear the reggae music as it was really played on LaserDisc. It's that important.
One thing that's been encouraging since we did this show last year is that LaserDisc sales are up 140% in the last year, so it is catching on in the marketplace, especially with the introduction of these lower priced players and, of course, the big price breaks on the discs.
Okay, section of our house.
With the widescreen, we have a sense of the physical environment, the real world around the characters. The center scan, which would just show us the middle of the screen, would restrict our perception and apprehension to just the characters himself. With the widescreen, we have a sense of the social background in that other family loading up in the station wagon to the left. We have a fuller sense of the space through which the character moves. Superscope was like Panavision, a new kind of anamorphic or widescreen lens that was introduced in April 1954. Unlike Panavision, which thrived, Superscope died with the demise of RKO Studios, who invented it.
Back a few days ago, and she wanted to see you. Are you still interested?
My interest in married women is strictly professional, or yours would have been a lost cause long ago.
Now let's see what the same scene would look like if it were shown without the widescreen in center scan.
Most of them wouldn't go. They want to see you.
Oh. What's the matter with them?
They wouldn't say. You know, usually people can't talk enough about what's ailing them. For instance, Wally Eberhardt was in twice and called 3 times about something, but he wouldn't tell me what it was.
That's funny.
Neither would anyone else, from Becky Driscoll down to that fat traffic cop, Sam Jancic.
Becky Driscoll. I thought she was in England.
She got back a few days ago, and she wanted to see you. Are you still interested?
My interest in married women is strictly professional, or yours would have been a lost cause long ago.